Hi there folks, I'm Arran Topalian and welcome back to another episode of Game Design Live. For any newcomers, GDL offers you live interactive design deconstructions of a video game as it's played by a game designer, where we ask questions about a game's design and chat about the potential rationale, pros and cons behind its various design decisions. So if you're into game design in general or into a certain game and just want to understand it better on a design level, this is the place to be. And tonight we're doing the first episode of our Let's Deconstruct series on Hoa. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. We are also running another Deconstruct series, Let's Deconstruct series on Psychonauts. If you haven't checked it out, please do. It's on the Twitch channel at the moment. So we're going to get started and see what the game is like. Oh, wow, that was a very early trophy. Strong opening. I like it already. Have I got a Mario jump or a big... Okay, so this is a binary jump. This is not a Mario jump where you press and hold and the height of your jump varies depending on the pressure of the button pressed. I could have said that far better, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's just a binary kind of press a button, do a little jump. Oh, wow, this is pretty. I mean, for anyone who's familiar with Ghibli animations, I'm sure you can see and hear, more to the point, hear the clear influences from those kind of movies. Just arrived. What the? Okay. I love the fact there's no UI on the screen, at least not yet anyway, but it's super refreshing. Like you're just in the world, you're not paying attention to anything else. So as with Psychonauts 2, it took a while for us to warm up and really get into the meat of it and see some more of the design features that it had to offer. And I reckon the same will be the case with Hoa. Am I supposed to jump up there? It doesn't feel like I can. But I can now. Okay, and I also can't sort of walk. I can only move at one speed. So everything is very binary so far. Whoop, that's weird. I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but Game Maker's Toolkit, Mark Brown does a fantastic episode on versatile verbs, which is definitely worth checking out, but based on those kind of definitions, these would be non-versatile verbs that were being offered so far. So we have a very sort of like straightforward run, a straightforward jump. That's okay. I guess I can't. Okay. I mean, obviously the visuals are just breathtaking, but I've got to say that so far the music is... I'm just going to go ahead and turn that down a little bit so I'm not deafening everyone. But yeah, the music is especially incredible. You often see, again, we've talked about this before, scrims. Scrims are these sort of like black, semi-transparent sort of backings behind text, or it can be over entire screens for that matter, and you see them everywhere in games and in mobile games and whatever else, and a lot of the time they're used to make things more readable or make things stand out better. In this case, you know, we've got white text there, so rather than have just white text sitting on the screen and vanishing into the game, scrims are usually used. So it's quite nice they're showing like a little icon of who is talking. Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to go this way. Bouncy, of course it is. Well, that's just the most fun thing ever. The little animation, the little, well, let's just call them what they're called, bouncy. Oh, great, even better. A little animation to do, and the sound effect is so on point. It's so full of character with whilst doing very little. And these little particle effects that come off as well. Again, very simple, but very effective. So lots of feedback being offered. Let's just go back this way. Like, I can't be the only one that gets this as well. Like, you know, immediate FOMO. When you go a certain direction in a video game, the fear that you've gone the right way, so you're missing out on any kind of optional stuff. The fact that you can follow me this far makes me feel like... No, okay, cool. So we were going the only way. I feel better now. Okay, back we go to bouncy. Great. New map unlocked. Press triangle to open close map. Oh, okay, cool. So it's sort of like an almost Metroidvania map. Again, really simple. But you're given an overview of the entire 2D world. Oh no, that doesn't look good. How am I supposed to... Can I just go up to it? Oh! Oh, interesting. Of course, because we don't seem to have any health, right? Like, there's no health of any kind of, or representation of health anywhere. So, all that seems to happen is we get pushed. Oh, we can even jump on their heads. That's fun. Very nice. Like, super chill, basically. Oh. What's especially pleasant about the whole experience so far is there's no real kind of onboarding tutorial whatsoever. We've been taught how to play entirely through gameplay so far. Well, apart from, I guess, like sort of like prompts on the screen. But we haven't had any of those Fatui slides that we've seen in other games where, you know, we get presented with a big kind of like pop-up that takes us out of the game. That butterfly following you carries the energy of our world. It's a lot of responsibility. Collect them. They will be useful for you later. I mean, I'm not going to collect butterflies. Okay. Oh, and they follow you as well. Super charming. I mean, it's already super satisfying. It's giving you lots of little wins to start you off, which is always nice. Her Majesty is right up ahead, but she's in deep slumber. To wake her up, you need to light up the sacred engraving. Standard. I can take you there, jump on my back. Light up the engravings. Okay, so we're the little red triangle, and that icon, I'm not sure what that icon means, but we'll find out, I guess. Okay. Oh, there she is. Like, you can even hear, like, bird song in the background as well. Like, it's not just the ambient sound effects they're using are really cool. You really get the sense that you're up in the treetops. Sort of like playing the min pins, if anyone's familiar with that. Probably showing my age. being upside down, you see a lot of things others cannot. Like that branch over there, for example, it's about to break. All we need is a little force. Which branch? This branch. Yeah, this branch. Can I... Yeah! I'm probably going the wrong way, aren't I? Or am I going the right way? Okay. I really love the way they've done this, where the level sort of unfolds in front of you. Like, as you platform, new platforms are made available. So it just adds a sense of sort of life and, I'm not going to be able to say this word, dynamicism? It makes the environment more dynamic. Like, it's not just a static environment that you're just like sort of slowly platforming up through. It's, I think, another good example of conducive design, which we talk about often on GDL. You know, it's a living world, so seeing the platforms that you're using sort of growing from nothing makes a lot of sense. It feels very right, it feels fitting. Okay. We still don't know what these butterflies are for. They're following me suspiciously, all three of them. Let's check out in here. I think this is the way we're meant to go. Okay, whoop. There's a squishy guy over there. Why is there a squishy guy? Others help you jump higher. I help you jump further. Ah, okay, cool. Look, there are so few buttons so far. That might change over time, but there's really nothing. There's not even a dedicated button to talk to things from what I've seen so far. Things just talk to you. It all just happens automatically. Whoops. Damn you, bouncy. Oh, okay, cool. You do have a fair amount of control when you're jumping as well, like in the air. Oh, okay. Oh, nuts. This is the weirdest alarm clock ever. Wow. Okay, go that way. Oh, I love it. I love the way it's sort of like the eyes are actually like googly eyes. They're sort of like watching me. And the model also turns depending on where you are. After what happened, I didn't think that I would have been able to see you again. Do you need my help with anything, dear? Ah, the old beetle. To get to him, you must be able to jump twice in a row. I can help you, but I need some energy first. Yep, those butterflies. Oh, so this is going to be our sort of progression currency. Can you help me collect 5 of them? Okay. You got it. 5 butterflies coming up. Like, it's just such a pleasant world, like it's just a nice place to be. Oh, okay, right. So we're in the same sort of tunnel as before, but just higher up. Just gonna make our way this way. Okay. What is this? Can we do anything with this? We absolutely can. Oh, I love it. And they have these sort of like wind chime sound effects. Sound just seems to play a major part in this game, which I always like. Okay, so I gotta use this to somehow... Great. Cool. Okay, so we're gradually being introduced to sort of new mechanics, but it's things for us to interact with rather than mechanics for us to use. Oh, okay. That didn't work. Can we sort of swing? Yeah, these are kind of like ropes then. Okay. What? What am I doing wrong? Oh, okay. So the tip of your hat has to kind of hit the end of the rope. Whoa, no! Oh, God. Okay, one more time. Well, it's not going to be one more time if I don't do it. I have to keep doing it until I get further. Just get forward past this bit. Okay. Is it this way anyway? Okay. Great. I've never seen a forest with more dragonflies than this forest. There are so many. Look at them. But I like the way they kind of use the dragon. The use of the dragonflies is quite clever actually, because they're used in the foreground and the background, so they sort of help give the world a little bit more depth. And they're also 3D, which helps even more. Okay. Well, this looks suspicious. Oh. Oh, great. Well, that's just very pretty. Okay. Oh, that's super helpful. So they just take you right back to the beginning of the area. I don't have to traipse all the way back. That's super decent. Very friendly to the player. Got 5 butterflies and 1 bouncy. Can I go this way? Just fall down the way. Cool. Okay. Okay. What is happening? Oh, so it's actually showing us... Interesting. So this is kind of like a Fatui slide then, I guess, right? Like there's a button to get out of this preview mode. But they've gone through a lot of effort to showcase what a double jump is, which is... Like they're not just showing you like a static picture, they're actually showing it like in a diagram. This is the kind of thing I would make for a design document. I mean, the character's been referred to as a triangle so far, so I guess it makes sense. Like, why not just continue with that? Cool, okay. And he does a twirl. A twirl. Okay. just keep going down this way? I think we can, right? So far, very light in terms of like mechanics design. A lot more emphasis on aesthetic and premise. Okay. Can I just go this way? New map unlocked. Press triangle to open and close map. Light up the engravings. So it's the way it works then that there's sort of several of these different maps that we can... Oh, I can't even go back. Okay, interesting. So once I've come this far, at least for now, there's no turning back. I can't go back to the previous map. This is a whole new map with a new main character, new engravings to light up, and new butterflies to find. Okay. This must be the main character. Wow. Okay. Doesn't seem to be doing very much. Okay, let's try and get some butterflies. Every so often you'll hear me say terms like aesthetics and dynamics and mechanics. This all relates to what's called the mechanics, dynamics, aesthetics, unsurprisingly, or MDA framework, which is essentially sort of a tool for thinking about game design and analyzing games. And it's definitely worth giving a Google if you're interested. I can also do an episode on it if anyone is interested in more detail. And if you are, just let me know on my Twitter or via Twitch. Okay, so we've got a butterfly. But yeah, we talked about this game kind of being more aesthetics focused, and there are eight. There are eight, but there are more than types of aesthetic according to the MDA framework, which again you can check out on Google. But since we're here and since you're listening, those eight. Which I'm literally reading it from Wikipedia, because off the top of my head it's difficult to remember. First and foremost is sensation. So game as a sense pleasure, so the player enjoys memorable audio visual effects. Then you have fantasy. Game is make-believe, where you're in a sort of an imaginary world. Oh, I had to jump on this thing's head, don't I? No. Then you have narrative. Challenge, fellowship, discovery, expression, and submission. Oh, okay. To be clear as well, like when we say aesthetics in this sense, aesthetics relate to the emotional responses evoked in the player, rather than what you'd normally expect from the word aesthetic, which is the visual style. But the visual style can certainly play into aesthetics in a big way. And the sound design. Cool, okay, that's kind of interesting. So this is a new thing we've just been taught here, very simply, which is that these beetles can move bricks. Good to know. Okay, that seemed kind of important. Okay. Don't know if we can go that way. I think these are actually his. I didn't realize at first. These are actually his antlers. Which is kind of cool. This game is so chill. I'm so zen right now. It's very difficult to do any kind of deconstruction or design analysis when it's this relaxing. Oh, okay. Oh no. Cheers, mate. Interestingly, there's a little bit of like drag when you turn and move. Oh no, there's not there. Weird. Check the one on solid land. Nope, that's not gonna work. Oh. This thing seems really angry. This thing would not need my help in a fight. Yeah, there's an ever so slight little bit of drag, like, you know, you're sliding on ice when you stop pushing the stick. I'm not too sure what the intention of that would be. It might be that it's actually listening to the slope. It absolutely is listening to the slope. So your character kind of like has a little bit less friction with the ground, so it's, you know, especially when you're on a slope, so you kind of keep moving even when you're not pushing forward, which I guess adds a little bit of extra nuance to the mastery of controlling the character. I remember once ages ago there was a really interesting Gama Sutra article that I read, which, to be fair, the title of which was quite dated now, but the content was quite interesting, where I forget exactly who was being interviewed, but they described platformer design as a bit like thinking about a fat man in ice skates, basically, was the quote, the exact quote. So, you know, you're thinking about how the physics and gravity would feel and look in that scenario, and it was kind of a way that they used of thinking about platformer design, which I thought of because of mentioning ice. I have no idea what to do here. I can't jump through. This beetle is super angry. Maybe we can go around? Maybe? Let's give it a go. Okay. Okay, so it looks like there's another passage. Oh, okay, right. So we need to use the other people now. It's his turn. I like how almost all of them are completely uninterested, except for two in the crowd. This one right above my hat and this one over here under the dragonfly. Those two seem really invested in what's going on. Everyone else could care less. So as I mentioned at the start of the episode, this is the first episode of our Let's Deconstruct series on Hoa, which from what I understand is quite a short game, so we'll probably get into a new game before long. We're also running a second Let's Deconstruct series on Psychonauts. We've done two episodes on that so far, sorry. If you're enjoying the content, then please do give the channel a like. We are a like and a follow, rather. We are so close now to the 50 follower affiliate mark, which is the first milestone for the channel, and we've been an awful lot. So like I say, if you enjoy the content, if you come back regularly, please do give the channel a follow. You can also check out more episodes on the YouTube channel, which is linked from the Twitch page. Oh no! And you can also check out my Twitter, which is at Arran Topalian, for a whole bunch of really cool gaming-related news and articles, if you're into that kind of thing. Whoa. Oh, got the butterfly. Great. Oh. Oh, great, of course. Yeah, this is even more important. Well, it's definitely awake now. Okay. Can I just keep going this way? Yes. It's got a real kind of similar loop to Omno. It actually feels kind of Omno, to be fair, but you've got a very simple game loop and a very similar sort of like game structure where you put into a world, an environment that's sort of self-contained, and then inside of that self-contained environment you have to go off and find X number of things to get another thing. In Omno's case it was passage to the sort of exit. And in this case, it's a new power or gift of some sort. So, it looks like there's a butterfly at the top? How do I get up there? I can't jump through this right now. Okay. Nope, that's not going to work. They're right there. Okay. I mean, it might be that I have to climb to the top of the two environments and then jump. It looks like a very long jump. Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but at the same time, like, it's not immediately apparent, and so far we've not been taught that we can do that, or what the cues are. for objects you can walk behind, so a little bit confusing, but we figured it out. Okay, 1. 2. And we're missing 1 more, right? Yes. Which I left. Can I just go this way? No. Okay. Just being cheeky. Can I go through here? Nope. I have to go the long way around. There's no shortcuts in Hall. When I was Googling this game earlier, I obviously typed in Hoa and then hit enter. I was Googling it for some reason or other. I think it was to check out something to do with its review score, or I forget. But I do remember that when I Googled it, a bunch of images for flowers came up, so I don't know if the word relates to nature in some way, or flowers. Okay, we're nearly there. Is it a bit further up? It's, oh, it's right there. Yeah, it's literally right there. Wow, I walked right past that earlier. Like, a little bit of a cue would have been nice, like, especially for games that are released for the PlayStation 5. You know, a little bit of a rumble, like a soft rumble or something that gets more intense the closer you are. Just little cues that kind of remind the player to avoid situations like that. But you're fine if that's the intended experience, is, you know, you need to be keeping an eye out, and literally be keeping an eye out, otherwise you can miss things and have to backtrack. But the use of haptic feedback has been quite cool there. Oh, wow. Learning how to push while moving, hold circle to push. Okay, so a new button. I'm curious why they've introduced a new button for this, for pushing specifically. Like, normally you'd expect to just run into something and just, you know, keep running into it to push it. So, like a button for pull I can understand, because, you know, you want to go up to the thing, grab it, and then move in the opposite direction. Yeah, there is legitimately a button for pushing. Which I'm assuming will come in handy later, like there may be a reason for that. This game is friendly with trophies, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Wow. Like, a big part of the thrill of just, like, getting through the game is to see more of these large creatures, and to wake them up. I guess, like, that's just, like, natural curiosity at work. Okay. That brick has eyes. Oh, this brick has eyes. Hi there, are you the fairy the chief kept talking about? Is that what we are? We're a fairy? Can you push me to that cloud of light? Yep, I can. And it has wings, of course it does. Okay. Great. Should probably check the map. Okay, so we're here. How did I end up here? We're gonna have to go back, sorry. Right, so here we're situated in this place. And the main character is over on the left. There's 2 engravings. Can we go this way? Oh! Whoa! Whoa! So it must be there's sort of like an invisible trigger box here that's loading the scene ahead of us, or unloading it depending on how close we get to the door, because a couple of times now it's sort of freaked out whenever we've walked past that point. Which is maybe to kind of like help with quicker load times when you're transitioning from screen to screen. That thing looks weird. I mean, so far we've not really had any... We have had enemies, we've had this sort of spring robot. I have no idea what the story or sort of general premise of the game is. Like, there are little kind of like robots that push us in trees. There's bricks with eyes. We're a fairy. There's butterflies everywhere. I don't know what's going on, but it feels nice. Okay. Great. I really like the fact that the butterfly follows you as well. Like, they could have done that in a number of ways, right? It could have been that it went into some sort of inventory. It could have been that it was just an icon with a number next to it in the corner of the screen. But they've gone to a lot of effort to keep everything very kind of in the game. Okay. So it looks like we need some sort of brick to pull here. But so far we've not seen any. So let's just head over to the left. We'll come back here. Another game that I might do a GDL episode on at some point is Ori. Easily one of my favorite platformers. Amongst games like Super Mario Galaxy and Celeste. So that might be one for the cards. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. So the bricks only float for a certain amount of time. Oh no, wait, what? Can I push it? Yeah. I can. Here. What is quite nice and particularly generous is the speed at which you push bricks. Like you move, I think, yeah, you sort of move at the same speed or thereabouts that you typically run. Like normally in a game you'd expect to move a bit slower when you're pushing a brick, but the developers have obviously avoided that because they didn't want to make players feel like they were going slower than they had to be. Oh, okay, so we need another brick. Where do we get the second brick from? It's gotta be this, right? Oh, again, I can go through this. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely it. So there's some light puzzles so far. Nope. Denied. Ah, these things. Okay. Interesting. It's like a family of bricks. What happens if I do this? Okay. Can I do this? I can do that. Can I? Oh no. I completely messed this up. How do we get the little brick? This little guy, how do we... Can I just push this thing like all the way to the corner? Maybe. It's not clear how long this algae stuff holds bricks for, but I'm just gonna accept it and not miss that butterfly. There we go. Okay, we can loop around if we wanted, but there's no need to. Great. I wonder what happens if we get stuck under a brick. I don't want to test it, but I'm curious what happens if a brick descends on you. Because so far I've not seen anything to indicate that death is a concept in this game. Okay. Great. Oh no, I missed my chance. No! Okay, it's gonna happen again. If I just jump. Oh. How do I make this break? There we go. And we have an engraving. Okay, that's one. And there's only one way to go, which is backwards. Okay. Like again, with the Ascent, we kind of commented on something similar, which is that I would really like a sprint. Like just a little bit of ability to go a little bit faster to break up the pace a little bit. I mean, you're given your jump, which is that sort of fidget function, which we've talked about in previous games, you know, where the player just has something to do while they're moving from A to B, whether it's jump or a dash or something, which definitely helps. But the fact that it's binary kind of takes away from that fidget factor a little bit. Like it really feels like I want to press a button just to have a little dash forward, or a little bit more speed. Okay. Oh, I see. So do I have to... Oh, I understand. Right, that passage was actually quite important. Okay, we gotta go back. Oh, boy. Okay, back we go. You can just go ahead and skip the next 2 minutes while I slowly make my way back to this passageway. I mean, I might say something interesting in the next 2 minutes, but it's definitely no guarantee. Oh, this damn brick, every time. Games like this always really interest me because they're designed with what feels like a very specific purpose in mind, which is just sort of like a one-shot experience. Like you're going to come in, experience it, see what it has to offer, finish the game, and then likely never come back to it ever again. Like so far from what we've seen, there's no collectibles, there's no alternate endings, it's a relatively short game. I'm not to say any of that is bad in any way, shape, or form. I just find them as a game and as a product an interesting prospect. And oftentimes quite a pleasant one in a way. Like there's definitely been games, I'm sure, you know, you yourself have had that kind of experience where you play a game and kind of don't want to be playing it, but don't quite feel like you can give it up because there's still more stuff to do, and it doesn't feel like the game's kind of letting you go, and it turns into a bit of a toxic relationship as a result, or maybe that's just me. Oh, okay. How do I... Wait, what? Oh, cool. So yeah, when I play games like these, I am kind of thankful for them in a sense, for kind of showing me what they have to offer and then parting ways. Okay, now we're moving. I need this. Can I just push both? Oh, that was it. Okay. That brick has served its purpose. There we go. Oh, wait, what? Oh, dude. That was a cheap move. Okay, he's gonna come back. What's especially magical as well is the fact that these bricks don't seem to have life in them, but when we jump on them, we sort of imbue them with life. So we're sort of being told a story passively. Oh, whoa! Cool. So yeah, just by walking into them, sort of breaking the links. It's sort of like it's like a maze. You know, it's like childhood mazes you used to figure out with tiny little pencils. That's kind of like what this is. But with secret walls, which is a cool addition. Okay, nearly there. No, let's go to that one. What I do appreciate is there's no false routes. That would have been really frustrating. Can I just go right the way around now? Is it gonna let us just loop around? It is. Oh, nice. Oh. Have we seen this before? We didn't come this way, did we? Mate, you are in a dark and spooky place right now. Which way do we go? There's a butterfly just up there. That's not the right thing to do. And that's not the right thing to do, so what do we do? Ah, maybe this? Great. And engraving. I think we've also collected all 5 butterflies on the way there, which is good, so no waiting around. Everything has these really googly eyes, which just makes everything better. Oh, we're on the carcass of something very unpleasant. Yeah, let's get out of here. And back the way. What's up, dude? Jump, then press square to smash. So we've got a new button and a new mechanic. Okay. So I mentioned earlier that when I googled Hoa, a bunch of flowers came up. The reason for that, I just googled it there, just out of interest. Hoa is actually the Vietnamese word for flower, which makes sense considering, from what I know, the developers or game studios based in Vietnam. This is not the right way, is it? Oh, we have to go all the way along. Okay. Okay, so let's test this out. Ah, very fun. Okay, okay. Oh, I see, we had to jump here. Right, okay. Go. Everything feels very soft. That sounds a bit weird out of context, but yeah, everything in the game just it feels very soft, it sounds very soft, which kind of all lends, or sort of, taps into the chill vibes that it gives off. New map unlocked. And here we are in a new map. And that brings us quite neatly to 2 minutes to 10, which I think is a good time to wrap up. So thank you very much for coming along and listening to our first Let's Deconstruct episode on Hoa. Like I say, I think it's been quite a short game, so we should be through it quite quickly. But so far, I really enjoyed it. I hope you have as well. Tune in next Monday, 9 till 10 p.m. BST, for the third episode of our Let's Deconstruct series on Psychonauts 2. We've also got the next deep dive coming up on the 29th of September. Our last deep dive was on Doom Eternal, which if you haven't seen, is on the Twitch channel still, I think, and also on the YouTube channel now, or at least part of it is. Thank you very much again for coming along. This has been Arran Topalian, Game Design Live. Thank you again, and good night.